Chatham County Police Department telling their side of the story today, but it contradicts the district attorney's version of events and several details from a report from the Savannah Police Department. WSAV's Christine Quayle joins us now with what she's learned.
Yes, Ben, so there is a direct conflict here. We reported last night that Kenneth Jeffrey Gordon was a suspect in the Westlake shooting, according to the Chatham County DA. He was arrested for vehicular homicide after the chase last night. However, Chatham County Police Department is telling us only the car he was driving when the crash happened is involved in their investigation into the Westlake shooting, not him. A report obtained by WSAV from the Savannah Police Department, though, says otherwise. The report from SPD says the silver Jeep Cherokee involved in the crash was a rental car and the driver was Gordon. The report says that the car was identified as also being involved in the Westlake shooting, which led to the police pursuit. According to the report, surveillance footage showed a black man being dropped off and entering that car prior to the chase, with the person who dropped him off identified as someone who had relations with one of the victims in the Westlake shooting. Still, the Chatham County Police Department maintains Gordon is not a suspect in the shooting as of right now.
Jeffrey Gordon, the man arrested and charged in the fatal crash, has not been identified as a suspect. The vehicle he was in the fatal crash that occurred was part of our investigation. That vehicle was part of our investigation. However, the individual was not identified as a suspect and still has not been identified as a suspect.
While the Chatham County Police Department is the primary agency handling the Westlake shooting investigation, SPD is also involved, and in a police report of theirs, he is named as the driver, who is named as likely to have been involved in the shooting. The Chatham County District Attorney named him as such last night as well.
Current suspect, Kenneth Jeffrey Gordon. The defendant was out on bond at the time of these most recent events. Our records indicate that the defendant was out on bond. That bond was issued in 2022 by a Port Wentworth judge. And at the time, he was charged with fleeing and attempting to elude officers and felony obstruction.
Now, in a recent statement by Cook Jones from today, she tells WSAV, "My statement yesterday was based on information received from several credible law enforcement agencies on scene and was cross-referenced and verified before any statement was made." We do want to point out one sentence from the SPD report to you, and that portion of the report says this pursuit was being conducted in accordance with departmental policy, as the Silver Compass was involved in a mass shooting leaving 5 people injured, and it was being driven by an unidentified male likely to have been involved in the shooting. So we will continue to update you as we learn more about Gordon's involvement in both the shooting and the crash. Christine Quayle at WSAV News 3 on your side.